There we go. Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Alright, so today we are going to be doing our North Korea series. Now, the North Korea series is the hard mode Korea with the glorious leader Kim Tal-ung, who does things. And there we go. There is this sound coming through. Now, yesterday I had a slight problem with the sound. We only actually picked it up. Somebody only mentioned and figured out what it was at the end of the stream last night. So today, I think I figured it out. I think I've sorted it out. If there is a problem, like there is an echo on the sound, let me know and I'll fix that up. But other than that, it should be good. So please let me know about volumes and stuff like that. It's kind of new stream PC, new technology, just trying to get all these stuff sorted out still. So anyway, let's head in to the game and see what is going on. Alright, so into the game. Hey Dovikin, so we enjoying Ark? See, Dovikin, just type password into chat. Yeah, so that if you type password into the chat, that will give you the password. Yeah, and I thought I'd meme it to make it really useful. Oh, you don't even need the exclamation mark. You just because everybody comes in and say, "What's the password?" and then that meme pops up. Alright, so yeah, so that's kind of all the games. So basically, Dovikin was playing with Greater Gamer on one of our Ark servers earlier, and we've got a number of servers available for the followers of the stream to use and to join us and that sort of stuff. Now, Alpha 16 or 7 Days to Die literally just went live, so I need to actually update my server to be Alpha 16. I'm going to try to do that during my break. I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, I need to set up a Ragnarok map as well. I need to do that. Yeah, I might take away that no-fly zone and put on Ragnarok instead. 4 Ark, we're running 4 Ark servers. It's crazy, but what I'm thinking of doing is when the game goes live. I mean, has it gone live? Has it actually gone live yet? And are they wiping official servers? I don't know if they are. If they are, then we might actually do that. Alright, so right now, let's do some Kerbling with the Kerbals. Right, so we've got our glorious leader. And our glorious leader has done a lot for the Kerbals. And the sheep. Sheep's our old one. Our glorious leader has actually unlocked almost all the science. He's still got quite a bit of science to do, but we're still waiting for the Dunacraft to come back and things like that. Actually, one thing I did try on the weekend is I did try and move this all to Alpha 3, but just one or two small patches that are missing. So we need to kind of wait for that to happen. Now, so Dovikin, check this out. When people have a raid, I've now got a way to fight them off. You want to see how I fight off raids? Check this out. How's that? I have my drone army. Yes, I've been having fun with this Elgato because I can actually have so many different keys on here and things like that. Oh no, just YouTube search, search for green screens and stuff like that. Jeez, if I could make that sort of shit, believe me, I would have so much stuff. How would it? I'd be, I'd be making money doing that. So yeah, on YouTube you search for green screen stuff, and that gets you quite a lot. All right, so let's actually have a look at what contracts we've currently got. All right, so extract ore from Duna, deliver it to Ike. That's a big one. Launch a Duna space station. That's a big one. Explore Duna, we're busy doing at the moment. Build a space casino and perform an unmanned flyby. Alright, so those are the things that we're busy doing. Let's have a look at when is our next path to Duna. Our next path to Duna is... Oh, that's Duna to Kerbin. 375. Kerbin to Duna, 1 year 14. Oh, really? Well, if you make something interesting with aliens and stuff like that, and put it on a green background, and maybe I can use it. Instead of we do have yeah, we'll see what we can do. All right, so let's have a look at what we've got over here now. So we've got to launch the Duna space station, perform an unmanned flyby of the mission. You haven't used Mac since high school. Now tell me that's like last year, because then I'll smack you. Alright, so let's see what other missions we've got, what we can get, because these are all in a year or so. We can't do anything now. So let's see, we've got some rescues. Recover Dundon and his debris from orbit. Rescue Alfred Kerman from Minmus. Some people say, oh yeah, it was so long ago. It was like at least 2 years ago. It's like, kids. No, I never thought you were a team, but you never know on the internet. You never know. Alright, so let's see. We got to build a new orbital station around Duna. Didn't we just get this one? Launch the Duna space station. Alright, now we could put this up there and get it ready, but it's a year, so we can actually wait. Alright, return a surface sample from the Moon Highlands. Nah. Unmanned missions. Nah. Tourism. You know what? That would get us some money. Bring one tourist to visit an asteroid. You know what we could do? E-flybys in 48 days. Let's do that. Let's speed this up. So what we're going to do is let's jump to the ship. We did play Osiris New Dawn, and then they released a new patch, and it was actually... They actually stuffed it up even more. You know, it's... I just don't know what they were thinking, but it's... Every update, they seem to make it worse. So I'm not sure what is going on there. Alright, so we're going to follow this one. 48 days. So we're not going to do anything for 48 days. We're just going to follow this one until it's... Now, so I can perform the E-flyby. So this is this guy. You see, it's still a very good connection with the KSC. Still got a very good connection with the KSC. Alright, there we go. Now, perform an unmanned altitude below 5,000 feet. Now, where is Eve? That is E Periapsis 252. Okay. So what we can do is we are just going to follow this down. Let's point this. So we still got a good connection, so that's good. There's Eve. There it is. Alright, so what we're doing is we are going to point this till we get below 500 kilometers. I mean, if we look at this, the periapsis is 252, so that's pretty low. So there we go. That's that's the alarm. Right, so that's the alarm going off. Delete the alarm, close. Alright, so let's have a look. In fact, what I'm thinking, it's a flyby, but maybe on the periapsis, what if I circularize 1,400? What if I circularize like this? Four hundred and eight. Now, that's actually what that's going to do. It's going to complete the flyby, but then we're going to put it into orbit for later use. I think that's a good idea. I think that's actually an excellent idea. So let's put this guy, put him onto the onto this path. That's in 2 hours time. There we go. Okay, so that's on that path. Done. So in 2 hours time, we are going to burn this thing and... Oh, now look at that. You see, that's the problem. The problem that we've got is the electricity. But look how those things are aligned. Right, so still getting some sun exposure. So that, you see, this one's getting none. So we are lucky. Whoa! Damn it, I did it too fast. Alright, anyway, let's see if we can... Oh. A hard mode career. Hard mode career, and I just went right past it. Okay, what's that? That's 250. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's alright. Okay. Then add a maneuver and circularize that. 497. Okay, that seems alright. Ah, but we did the flyby. So the flyby mission is done. Alright, so flyby mission is done. Right, so let's move this guy over there. Now, is there any other science I can do here? Oh, wait, there we go. Open. Ah, no science. Because we were going to send some other science things. Oh, that's what we did. You see, we did a little trick. Now, this has got like kind of, you know, it might not get the sun, but this will get full sunlight. So that's why we don't run out of batteries. That was our little trick that we did. In case there's such a situation like this, where it's not exactly right. Alright, so that is... that is Eve. This guy's a 100G antenna. I think what we are going to do is we are going to put this into a long-range orbit, high orbit. Now that's just going to mean that any other craft we got there will have a better chance of communicating with it. Right, so there. And I did it again. I must stop doing that. I keep doing that. I keep zooming past it. I get too impatient. The glorious leader has no patience. It's true. Ah, there we go. I mean, that's alright. That's 12 by 13. Again, it's just a random sort of thing that works. And I'm Slucas. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Alright, so let's now move these guys so that these antennas have got more. Now remember, we are playing in hard mode, so a lot of the stuff is not we can't sort of set it back or stuff like that. Let's see. Ah, there we go. That's good. Okay, so there we got some good. Look at that energy flow. That energy flow is huge. Alright, so there we go. We've got our satellite around Minmus. It has got a lot of fuel left, but that doesn't matter. I mean around Eve. What this does help is if we go interplanetary now, you know, we've got another point of reference to communicate. So for example, say we're over here, away from the sun, we've actually got that link to get back to Kerbin. And that's kind of important. More satellites you have, the better. The next one we've got is the solar space station, which we had to do. Now, if I go into the solar space station, that would be our next thing coming up, you know, sort of on the radar. And the solar space station was basically to fulfill a contract that required a whole lot of ore and that to be around there. We've also given it a ton of antennas because they are combinable. We've given it some docking ports so that Kerbals can pop in there. Lots of solar stuff and things like that. And basically it's like a big transmission station. Now we've got this. Where are we doing it? Where is my thing? We've set this in 72 days time. So let's actually, you know what I'm thinking? We've had 48 days. This is fine. What I'm thinking is let's actually check our science. Let's check our science. Now, we've got science around Duna. Let's first go to Duna. And look at our craft landed on Duna. It's got a little a lab on it that is doing science. We should be able to send the science back now. So let's see how much science we've got. 259 science. You know, we can transmit the science. Level up crew. Transmit the science. Oh, nothing in range. Oh, there you go. So what is going on here? Ah, there you see. There, we're waiting for this asteroid, this station to get in range. The satellite. There we go. You see, now I can communicate with that, and that will go to... Look at that. You see, that's right in the opposite. And there it is. It's using that Eve satellite we just set up to get back to the KSC because it's got no line of sight. So that's kind of, I mean, it's a low signal. And in fact, we can see what's going on. We can see what's going on. So it connected to the Duna satellite that's around Duna. Very low signal to the Eve flyby probe, and then it's bouncing back to the others. Now the reason is this Duna MK2 is actually a pretty weak signal. We didn't have the antennas for it. So we're going to transmit the science. But we didn't have the signals originally for that when we sent the Duna mission. Now we've got big 100G antennas, so now we can get anywhere. When we first did this, we didn't have it. So let's actually have a look at what antennas we've actually got over there and to see how well this is actually working. Wow, the chat room, it's like... That's the chat room at the moment. Alright, so we sent 260 science. Let's actually just have a quick peek at what our satellite over here actually looks like. Now all this was done in hard mode Kareer, so it's taken us a while. Alright, so let's look at this. This is a 15G antenna. You see, we didn't have 100G antennas. And the reason I kept this is I've actually got two over here. So it's two 15Gs that are combinable. So eventually what I'm going to do is once I can get a good satellite over here, these can kind of, you know, move around the system to get us a little bit more better coverage. At the moment it's not worth it. Alright, so now we've got that. Let's head back to Kerbin. And we've got some... Oh yeah, we've got something on Minmus actually. I think we've got a... Oh, what's the satellite on Minmus? Minmus Sat Relay. Do we have a Minmus base? Oh, we've got a Minmus station. And it's also been doing science. So we're going to send that science there. I mean, 290 science wasn't a lot, but... And let's have a look. Oh, 496 science. Excellent. Transmit that science. Yep. Look at that. Transmitting all the science. And you see, when we built this as well, we had kind of these crappy little things. But again, this doesn't really matter too much. Oh, there we go. We've got big ones over there. 15Gs. See how we hit them away? So this is our station. We've got... In fact, we could probably get some of these Kerbals back. Engineer, scientist. We've got Bob over there. Bob could probably return. Maybe we should do that. Replace Bob as a scientist. Can we level up the crew? Right, and these are... I mean, how fast do these transfer? Where the hell is it transmitting stuff from? It seems very slow. Anyway. HD high gain antenna. Oh, it's using one of these antennas to transmit. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we could probably... Yeah, I don't think it's important, really. Okay, so... That's... Those are those ones done. Now, we've also got something around the moon. I think we've got a moon base. So let's focus on the moon and see if we can gather some science from there. Where is it? Lunar Minor Probe. Lunar Base. And here we go. So from our base, it might be a little bit difficult. Oh! This is a tourist. This is where we had a slight... we had a slight issue with landing. Right, so that's not the one we want. Is this the refueler? I don't think we've got an actual base on the moon. Let's see, the Lunar Station. So the Lunar Station should have a whole lot of scientific stuff going. There you go, there's our big station. And yeah, we've got a whole bunch of Kermans on here as well. Pilot scientist, 2 scientists, and an engineer. Can we level up this crew? Nope. Alright, and transmit the science. I was just using those HG antennas instead of these guys. I would have reckoned it would have used the fastest one it's got. But no, it doesn't. Now, as you can see, when we started doing this, we used these guys because they were the only ones available at the time. And they're 5Ms. Alright, so... And it's transmitted all the science. Excellent. Okay, 233 science. So I think we got about 1,000 science in total. Just under 1,000 science. Not bad, not bad. And what did we do? We just waited. But what we're going to do now is, before we start using that, we are going to go back to get that solar station sorted. So we'll switch to here. And with the solar station, we're just going to get, I think we're getting it into a space where it can actually orbit properly. Actually, I like the look of this one. It's a biggie, but it should be alright. Okay, so 52 days. So there we go. Now we are kind of fast forwarding through it. Kerbals don't need food or water or anything like that. We're not playing with life support. We are pretty much using mostly stock, except for a few mods that add on stuff. Okay. Delete this alarm. Alright, so what we're going to do is we've got to burn for 11 seconds. Or we've got to start burning 11 seconds. I'll get that down to, there we go, and get ready to do the burn. Okay, and this shouldn't really make much of a difference, to be honest, when I start this burn. This one's not really a precision burn at all. But what it's doing, what we're doing is we are putting ourselves in kind of a lower orbit between Eve and Kerbin. And that will just allow, yeah, it will be a communication station. So it's always going to provide that relay to us. And that's basically it. That's the purpose of that station. We had to build a station, so we turned it into a communication station. Nothing more that we need to do with this one. Alright, so let's head back to the Space Center and see what we can do with all this extra science we got. And we're still 253 days before the other guys come back. Anyway, so let's have a look. We've got 1043 science. So what can we get for 1043 science? We can get the RTGs, which are useful. You can get a new probe core. You can get a large holding tank and a narrowband scanner. Or we could get ion propulsion, wheels, metamaterials. Again, I don't see. We can get the flight stuff. I mean, that one could be useful. The large landing gears. I'm thinking probably the large holding tank. That's kind of probably going to be the one that we're going to use the most, because we have to do some mining stuff. Although that is good, but let's do the large holding tank. So we're going to grab that. We've got 43 science left, not a lot. But now with hard mode, you don't actually have it. You don't automatically have it. What you've got is you've now got it. So in other words, if I do this and I go onto fuel tanks, and you see how it's grayed out, meaning I've still got to pay 9,000 for it. The small holding tank I've got, large holding tank I don't have. I've actually got to purchase it. Now that I've purchased it, now I've got it. And look at this, this holds 1,500. So all the things that we had a whole lot of these, which hold 300, we can do with one tank. Much, much better. It also fits nicely on these things. Like, look at that. Okay, much better. So that's that was the point of that. Okay. So let's see if it's given us any kind of. Oh, you just watched the SpaceX launch today. Nice. All right, let's see. Now we could go over here and to the mission control and get missions this way, or we could do this. Look at our funds. Let's go and you press the Capcom thing. I like doing it this way, and you sort by funds. Right, so this one is worth 3.8 billion. Build a new orbital station around Ike, 390. Bring 2 tourists to visit an asteroid. Actually, you know what, the asteroid visit, that's actually could give us quite a bit of money. So let's take that one and bring 2 tourists to visit an asteroid. Okay, gather rare signs from Eve's crater lake. See, this stuff isn't. Extract 500 ore from the moon. Eeh. Science data from the surface of Eve. Now our next time Eve is open will be in 409 days. Jewel. A very wealthy tourist would like to do a tour of all the moons of Jewel. Though all passengers, destination Lathe, Vel, Tylo. Oh, we've got to recover them as well. That's kind of the trick, is recovering them. Did I take this one? I think I will take this one. I will take this one. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do it. I mean, it's worth 3.8 million. So it's worth quite a bit. Alright, so let's see what we've got to do over here, first of all. Now, I can actually close these alarm thing. Oh, what's this? Perform an unmanned e-flyby. Yeah, that was 68,000. Done. Recent initial, the first flyby of Eve. We have entered orbit of Eve. Alright, so we got some cash over there. Alright, now, one thing that we've got over here, which we did last week. We went and we had a mission to visit an asteroid. And we ended up capturing the asteroid, the Glorious Hemorrhoid. Now, the Glorious Hemorrhoid was a mighty fine asteroid. So, this is currently in orbit of Kerbin. So, what we're going to do is, I think, we'll just send the tourists up to here. Because why not? We don't need to capture it. It's kind of easy to get to. Well, it's not that easy to get to, but it's easier to get to than the other one. So let's do that then. And that's why I took that asteroid mission. So what we're going to do... I haven't watched the SpaceX launch for a while now. I love watching the SpaceX going up and then the thing landing back. I think that's great. That is just awesome. There's a mod I use in my Kerbicide series called Space Y, which kind of has like the SpaceX parts. Alright, so we had Asteroid Catcher. Okay, so now this guy launched us into orbit. We caught the asteroid and then brought our guys back. We had a whole lot of science on here and that, and this actually worked perfectly. So I don't see any reason not to use this one again. Yeah, it's a tried and true thing. Here's all my tourists. Gregbus, Lemger. We might as well take Steve Kerman. No, Joke Kerman. Everybody laughs at Joke Kerman. Joke Kerman does not laugh. He is no joke. Alright, so bring 2 tourists to visit asteroid. Vessel state, destination Kerbin with module asteroid for 15 minutes. Okay, so you see they just need to come attached to the asteroid. So this is what we're going to do. So we got the asteroid catcher. We might as well use this one again. I always enjoy flying Kerbals around. Flying Kerbals is fun. But actually, after the stream, I'm gonna have to see if I can set up the 7-day server setup quickly. So we might actually, end the stream on time. So I've got like an hour or so to set up the 7-day server. Then tonight we might actually do some 7 Days to Die with Alpha 16, which is new. So Alpha 16 is definitely a new one. In fact, let me so just let one of my friends know. Yeah, what 7 Days to Die update? Yeah, 7 Days to Die. Literally just before I started the stream, I got the Alpha 16 drop. So there you go, Alpha 16. There we go. Alpha 16 is out, and these are all the release notes of it. So, and Drocodon29, thank you for the follow. And Kenny, look, Kenny, I've got something for you.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
There you go, Kenny. So yeah, so tonight, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try and get the server ready, a random game, so that we can actually play tonight. So yes, Kenny, I've got a I was playing around this morning. No. I've got like a soundboard. So what I've done is I went and downloaded a bunch of I loaded a bunch of Kelwisp 916, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the Alien Army. I loaded a bunch of things on here, so I've got a whole lot of sound things over here. For example, crickets.
It's a trap!
And then and when I do my big rockets,
I've got balls of steel.
that's right. And that's what type of rockets we build. So it's and I've even got one for the death of the Kerbals. Poor Kerbals. Their lives, they mattered. So yeah, so I can basically put any sounds I want to. Oh really, Kenny? Really? I lost my UFO yesterday, but it's okay. I had enough materials, I built another one. So it's all up and running again. Although I haven't logged on to Imperium to actually spawn it. Alright, so we've got the asteroid catcher is going to go up and it's going to take that asteroid. And actually, you know what we're going to try to do? While we're up there, we're going to see if we can get the asteroid in a better orbit. Yeah, we went to go visit Masperon, and yes, I had everybody ganged up and attacked me. So mean. Alright, so let's launch this guy. Now what we've got to do, when we launch this, we've got to make sure that we launch it, because the asteroid is in a kind of almost like a polar orbit. We've got to get this thing kind of to the right, sort of to the right orbit wise. So what we're going to do is, here it is. Now which way are we turning? Are we rotating that way? Yeah, you see, the thing is, they actually, Oh, shit. Just want to get this. So what I want to do is I want to get this in line. I mean, this is obviously going to be our target. And I want to kind of launch a little bit before this. That's 386. If I launch over here. And now I want to launch in a southerly direction because the asteroid is going that way. So if I launch in the southerly, I'll be in the right orbit of it. So again, this kind of makes it, what makes this a little bit difficult. Okay, so alright, so I'm kind of waiting till I'm not worried about where that is, the glorious hemorrhoid. I think that's about in line. Alright, that should be alright. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to launch this. And remember, we want to go in a southerly direction. And Swag Zombie, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Right, so we're going to go in we need to go south. So let's launch this. And we do the launch as we would normally do. Let's take that away. Where we would come up to 70 kilometers. Now we would sort of do that turn, but you see how I'm turning to the south. Instead of going to the east, I'm turning to the south. And you know, you're trying to do the launch the same as you would on the other one. But again, we are going to the south and not to the north. We need to keep this thing. And we are going a little bit steep. And remember, this is hard mode, so there is no reverts on this. So I'm just trying to turn this thing. And you can see kind of our height. Now we are again very, very steep, which we shouldn't have really done, but that's just how it turned out. And we're probably going to take this to about 200 kilometers as well. And you can kind of see the surface. We want that to get to the same. Look at that, so really getting into space. Get rid of those. Alright, there we go. Right, so it's going up. Yeah, I'll read it right now, Kenny. I just want to get myself sorted. So we bring this up to, let's see, where we're going, 200. We're going to go to about 200. Again, not your normal launch. So there we go, on 200. When I played Kerbal last Friday, I actually landed a ship on Minmus with extra space. And 2 out of 3 of our Kerbals made it over to the ship to be rescued. Nice! Nice, you're finally doing a rescue. The Kerbal I left behind, it's a long Kerbal. What class asteroid are you going to present to the dear leader? Well, this is the asteroid that we already caught. Alright, so there's the upper apsis. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a maneuver on the Apo. We're going to circularize, but at the same time, we are actually going to bring it around. That's 1,200. You know what? That's actually... Alright, we're going to have to spend that anyway. We might as well do it when we do one burn. Alright, so... let's get this ready. Now that's a 28-second burn. We're going to extend these solar panels. Are we controlling from here? Well, are we, is there... Wait, didn't we have a probe? Oh, we had a probe. Right. And let's control, extend solar panel. Right, so our solar panels are extended. So we've kind of got that. We've got to get this thing up to... sort of onto this part. I'm sure we had a probe. Really? Come on. Get onto that part. I need you to be onto that part there. And what this is going to do is it's going to get us into a... It's just like doing a normal rendezvous, but of course a lot more difficult. Because of the way we had to launch southerly and stuff like that. Right, so we're getting this guy onto there. We also came up really steep, so that's why we kind of... Our speed is so slow. Right, and little trick, you do a little bit of a speed to stop your movement. So yeah, Tiger, this is the same asteroid that we caught. We've got to send Kerbals to visit, and this is going to give us like 800,000 or so. All right, now the sound should be better today. The way I've done it is yesterday there was probably an echo with the sound and stuff like that. Today that echo should be eliminated. The glorious leader has tweaked his audible settings, his audio settings, and everything looks just fine and dandy at the moment. And let's see, 28. Okay, so 28 seconds. Let me guess. I know exactly what Kenny's going to say next. He's going to say, oh, you should do this. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Kenny's very predictable. Very, very predictable. And the thing I have to say to Kenny is... That's what I have to say to you, Kenny. You're being serious. What? Okay, so what's the issue with the camera? What is the issue with the camera, Mr. Serious? Mr. Serious Kenny Lee? I kind of look purplish. Maybe I need to adjust it to be green. Right, so there we go. Really? Does it? Am I purple? Maybe I'll have to play out the settings a bit. Yeah, so I'll have to play out the settings. I mean, the purple. Yeah, a little. Okay. Well, that's easily sorted. Right, so let's have a look. So, camera. Nope, don't feel bad at all. Not in the slightest. Alright, so let's have a look. So let's... Okay, so let's add the color correction. Alright, so I'm always a smart ass. Should be a bit of guilt. Never. It's Kenny. It's Kenny. Alright, so oh no, look at me, I'm a purple, I'm a Kerbal. I'm a purple Kerbal. Purple Nurple. So let's see, can we... Is that any better? How's that? Yeah. That looks... Yeah, I just did a little color shift. There we go, look at me, I'm again. I'm the Hulk. Okay, so bring it back down to there. I think we had a nice one. I think that's right. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that like that. I can always adjust it later. Adjusting that. Glorious leader playing with technology on the fly. Okay, so here is the hemorrhoid, right? Now, what we're going to do is at this descending node, we are going to add a maneuver there, and we will be sorting this out to kind of match with it. So if I do those lines there. Okay, there we go. And Mr. Sheep 789, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Kenny, the answer you seek is nay. Alright, so that's going to get us into the right plane. Now, can we... Now that's another 306. You know what? That's actually okay. Again, this isn't the most efficient way of doing it, but it's in a really crappy area. So let's do that. You know, that's just going to do that slight change. Okay, so get this thing all prepared. There we go. Oh, maybe a little bit too far. Alright, and this is going to be a 7-second burn to do that. Now it's 303. Again, it's not a whole bunch. I just want to get this kind of right. Alright, so look at us. We're over the poles. Alright, so that's in 4 minutes time. And I mean, last time we got this in orbit, so it's looking good. Kenny died.
Oh my god! They killed Kenny!
You see, Kenny, just for you. Just for you. Don't you feel bad? Trying to make me feel bad? Don't you? You should. Actually, you know, when I think of Kenny, I actually think of Kenny McCormack. That is how I see Kenny in my head. In fact, that's how I see any Kenny. Anybody named Kenny is South Park Kenny. So if your name is Kenny, to me, you are like South Park Kenny. Right, so... Alright, so look at that. We're getting this right on spot. I don't know who that is. You don't know who Kenny McCormack is. You are Kenny McCormack. You live in South Park. South Park, Texas. Okay, so now we are in the same thing. So we literally are the exact same position as this. So let's have a look. We want to catch up with this guy. Now we could do it with a minimal burn. So if we go over here and we add a maneuver and, you know, we push this out. Let's see, maybe a bit more. Right, there we go. So what's going to happen? Look at that. I mean, we could bring this back. In fact, let's bring it the other way around. So 24 minutes. Okay. So, I mean, by doing this, look at this. Okay, so there we go. We kind of almost meeting these guys are almost at that intersect point. 256. Now, can I just adjust this? Maybe a bit more. Bring it out a bit further. Right, they're 31 kilometers separation. Now, if I bring them close, 12. Okay, 11. Again, that's actually fine. That's actually fine. So in 38 minutes, we'll burn up there and we'll actually catch them. You know, we'll come around there and we'll catch them around there, 11. But what I'm going to do is when I'm up here, I will make an adjustment and, you know, just adjust it a little bit. I've never seen that. Oh. Oh, look at that. Kenny's plan backfired. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. And I can't chat for 60 seconds. We are safe. We are safe from the wrath of Kenny. No, all we need to do is put Kenny in a Chinese finger trap. And that will keep him for a while. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait until this thing goes in orbit. gets over there. Then we're going to do a burn of 326. And what that's going to do is it's going to send us way up here. And when it comes down, it will meet with the orbit and the relative speed of 212. Which is... I mean, it's okay. I mean, what we could do as well is if we adjust and we push this up there to try and meet at the top. You know, because if you meet at the top, that's the slowest part. I mean, there is 400 and something to do that. To get up that high. So by going over there, it's costing 300. I think we're probably going to be better doing it this way, to be honest. Let's slow this way down. Alright, so we're just matching this up again. .3 kilometers, perfect. What do you mean I'm solid green? That's not my rank. What you talking about? Overlord. That's right, I'm the Overlord. Screw you guys. Solid green. That's for noobs. I'm surprised you've moved past solid green. You're the dead Overlord. Rubbish. Very much alive. Okay, so this is going to be 8 seconds, so 8 seconds before. So again, we're just waiting for this time. And again, hard mode, so we've got no kind of take backsies. Okay, now. And boom. Right, so look at that, it's bringing it out. Just trying to sort this. Okay, so there we go. So what we've got over here is it's now going up there. It's got an intersection of 6.6 kilometers. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. We can leave it that. Alright, and now what's going to happen is, because this is in an inside track, it will be catching up with that. That's in the outside track, so that's going slower. So it looks like it's a good catch-up thing. Now, relative speed is going to be 211 over there. So you can kind of see what's happening there. Now, yeah, 6.6 is fine. It's a fine kind of, we can work with that quite easily. So look at this. They are slowly coming up to each other now. And they said, hi, where you go? I said, I'm going down. Where you going? Oh, we're going down too. Oh, let's all go down. That came out wrong. There is no direction in space. Alright, so you see how they're coming really close. 50, 40. So, alright, so now look at that target relative speed. But what we're going to do, what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to prepare, and I want to push that onto the target. You push the retrograde, you push the prograde. And for 211, so we've got a lot of pushing to do. So I'm just getting myself right over there. Now the distance between this is 6.6 kilometers there. We could probably start doing it. I mean, when we get within 10 kilometers, that's a good time to start doing your maneuvers. I mean, this it shouldn't make a difference. So let's get within 10. Okay. So now I can start getting my maneuvers to get this right. We are below 10. Right now. Okay, so I'm going to start burning. And I am pushing. I'm slowing the relative speed. Between the two. I'm slowing that down. Notice that that's on target. And notice how I'm pushing the retrograde onto the target marker. So you see that? Right, so 81. But look at this now. 0.2 kilometers within each other. And so, I mean, that's the difference. And look what I've done with my orbit. The orbits it actually increased the orbit to try match the speed. So what we're going to do is we're still going pretty fast. So we're going to slow this down. 81 is still fast. I think let's slow this down to about let's slow it down to about 30. Okay, so we got in at about 30. Top 10, I think, or top. And we can see what's happening over here. There it is, 3.5. So we are getting closer, and you can, and basically, not even visually, just using this, I can see I am still aimed directly at the target.
Welcome to the alien army.
Arse Eaton, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the alien army. Well, I could say it as Aceton. Aceton. Kind of like it's... Yes. We will use Aceton. We will give you the benefit of the doubt. But we know what it really means. Alright, so look at that. I'm 800 kilometers. So, it's still 32. So actually I'm going to have to slow down a lot. Oops. That's 8.4. After somebody called Aceton joined, Kenny types in slash or exclamation point bottom. Really, Kenny? Really? So look at that. We're coming right to the... Look how happy the Kerbals are. They are so happy. And 3.5. Alright, now what we could do is we could arm this. We actually not going to control from there just yet. I mean, we're getting closer to this thing. No, there we go. So what I'm going to do is bring this down to close 0.07. Alright, now we're going to control from here. And we're going to target this thing, and we're going to target the center of mass. Target, glorious emerald, center of mass. And we're going to turn this around. We also going to control, aim camera from there. And we are now targeting the center of mass of that asteroid. So we are heading towards its center of mass. Now, what we can do is put that over there on it. Okay, and now we can turn on the RCS. And that's just heading directly at the asteroid center of mass. Right, we're just kind of just adjusting it and stuff like that. At 70 meters away, we could probably get a little bit higher speed. I mean, we want to connect at about maybe 0.5 or maybe 0.4 would be good. Good place to connect. And there we go. We are heading at that asteroid. I'm just kind of trying to target this directly at the center of mass there. You can see what's happening. Look at that. Okay. Right, so now we can just reverse thrust. We've got 2,800 delta V left. Alright, slow ourselves down. Probably to about 4. There we go. Now, you need a little, with the claw, you need a little bit of speed to connect. Now, there is no science in there, of course. Of course, you can't get science from asteroids. Credits, Kenny, credits. And look at that. Oh, it's coming in nicely. The claw is clawing. The claw is... Oh no. The claw clawed. Okay. Take it faster. Alright, so they are clawed. So now the countdown begins. We have got 15 minutes to go. You lost credits? Really? Did you enter adventures? Did you die in adventures? Oh wait, you did. Okay, so we've got 15 minutes to hang around for these Kerbals to get their little thing. And that will give us like 800k. Oh yes, you did. You got killed. You forgot your spacesuit. Alright, so that looks good. Now, what can we do with this thing? Can we try... I wonder what happens if... Let's see, if I take this over here, not the comset, if I take this point, if I, let's create a maneuver. If I pull this maneuver up here, which way is everything going? Everything is going that way. So if I pull this maneuver over here and I try flip this, Look at that. That's how much delta V is going to take to do that. That's how much delta V that will take. However, so that's if we do it that way. Another way to do it is to go up here, add a maneuver, and bring it out like that. Right? So now that's kind of up there. Then now it's coming down there. Then we take, add another maneuver there, and we bring it across like that. $554. Now that's a lot. So let's delete that one. Can we bring this one? See, we need to try. Nope, nope, nope. If we kind of make this bigger and get this in a bigger orbit. What happens if I do it like, actually what happens if I do it like, that? That's 677. See, if I do it like that. Right, so if I push it like that, that's 671, right? Then out here, I add another one, and I add a maneuver, and I now flip it. Right, so what's that going to cost? 1,031. But that will then put us into the right directional orbit of that. So it's a little bit more work, but we could do it. Because we have to do this in order to get to build that big space station. Now the other option, of course, is to kind of push it even further. And bring it back. 976. Right, so that's almost to the moon. 947. I mean, we could do that. But we could do that. And what that's going to do is it's going to put it in the higher orbit, so the next one will be able to get to it and then change it. Set the kind of, we could maybe set up a big booster to try mine it and change it. You know, to bring it in close. That's an idea. That is definitely an idea to kind of mine the asteroid, take the stuff, convert it into fuel, and then it should be easier to move. I think that's what we're going to do. Although we've got lots of fuel left on this one, so maybe let's do, what do you reckon? Do this movement over here. Now get it sort of in that bigger orbit, so it will be easier to mine it. I think that's a good idea. So what we're going to do is we are going to try see if we can actually move this. And again, this might not work. I'd say 55 minutes. We've got 7 minutes left on the Kerbals. Now the problem is I don't think we've got a good center of mass connection. Right, so there we go. So let's try that. 947. Right, and this burn requires 34 seconds beforehand. Now all this means is just, you know, it's not wasting our fuel. Because to make big adjustments is always easier on the outside than it is closer to it. Alright, so here we go. We are within a minute. Let's do the final thing. And 34 seconds before we're going to start. Alright, so let's do this. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start giving it just a little bit of power there. Oh. Right, let's see. Now, can I actually auto strut? There we go. Let's try that. Oh, well, there you go. That solved it. I did an auto strut to the heaviest part. Which, surprise, surprise, is the asteroid. Alright, I didn't know you could auto strut to asteroids, but there you can. We are auto strutted to the asteroid. Right. Learn something new every day. So yeah, that last problem that we had trying to move this asteroid could have easily been solved just by hitting that auto strut and auto strutting to the asteroid. And it's not kind of the best way, but it definitely does appear to be working. Alright, so let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. That is actually, to be honest, that's just fine. Yep, that matches up perfectly. Okay. So, we've got 284 left. Now we've got to get back to Kerbin. So what we're going to do Yeah, I'm gonna try do 7 days. I'm gonna try get after the stream. I'm gonna try get 7 days. 7 days working. Hello, Sumter. Side switcher. Sumter the side switcher. That shall be your name now. Alright, and now we are going to release. No! Don't. No! No. I think we got this guy. The Kraken killed the Kraken Claw. Wow, your big cube opened fire. The Kraken. Okay. So we just had a crash. We just had our game just froze. And funny how it's just when Sumter joined the channel. Coincidence? I think not. Alright, so let's close. Oh, I wonder how far behind we are. Yeah, so Sumter, the Alpha 16 dropped. Alpha 16 of just before I started the stream, Alpha 16 of 7 days dropped. So tonight, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try get a random, a random gen map up and running, and we're going to see if we can get that working. And then it's and then we'll have to build bases, and obviously PvP will be enabled. See, name side switcher. Yes. That might be an idea. Yeah, I'll have to, what I'll do is I'll have to generate a few, and then, you've kind of got like a, and M. Kitros, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. I'm going to generate a few and see which one works, which one kind of has like a semi-decent map. You can kind of sort of see. And yes, and then everybody is going to start, and it's like, like all our other servers, PvP is enabled. If you don't want a PvP, tough. And this time I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy. Likely going to hide underground like a rabbit. Well, apparently I heard with Alpha 16 there might be some zombies that would dig or something like that. I got the... Here are the Alpha 16 patch notes. Oh, diggers were delayed. Okay. Crap, where is it? Really? So all that movement that we did is we didn't do that burn. All right, now we're going to do this straight away. We are going to auto strut to the heaviest part. So it's auto strut to the asteroid. And let's kind of move this guy. So we're going to have to do that burn again. That's disappointing. You're right, so at 34, we are going to do the burn. Get this guy in the same method. So they delayed the game so long, and they still delayed the diggers. Feels bad, man. Well, I do know where I'll raid to get food. Can you help the Kraken?
Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
That's what we do to Kenny Lees. That's exactly what we do. Alright, so let's start boosting. Wow, look how steady this thing is. How much? We've got actually... Look at that. Wow, just adding that auto strut to the heaviest part. I don't know if it invokes the Kraken, but it definitely does. It definitely does help. Yeah, I haven't actually even had a chance to read the notes properly.
Welcome
And 100 pad off.
Alien Army.
Pad off. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Yeah, so, and again, if anybody is interested in joining us on 7 Days to Die tonight, if I can get the server up and running, then exclamation point games in chat, and that will give you a list of all the servers we currently have running. And the Zombie Muncher Playground is the one that we're going to be using. That server is going to be redone. That server is going to be redone, and basically the only rules that we've got is don't be a dick unless it's me. I'm allowed to. Yeah. No, I mean, it's just like, you know, PvP is allowed and stuff like that, but don't go griefing people and stuff like that. That's kind of where we draw the line. But yeah, PvP, there are PvP enabled servers. Some people like to work together. Some people like to betray others. They betray. See? Because you know why, Sumter?
It's a trap!
That's what happened. Okay, so I'm going to do a F5. I wonder if this will auto-save. Oh, actually, maybe if I exit out, exit back in. Alright, so let's see what we've got over here. We are coming around. See, they finished the asteroid movements now. So it's come out ready. Shame. 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 Oh, I need to get that sound. I need to add that sound. Alright, so we're coming across here. So now what we're going to do is let me turn off the auto strut. What was that? Shame. I'm like, where did that come from? Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to detach this and see if we can get this, our Kerbals back, because there's not a lot of Delta V left with this big rock. But we've kind of done a movement of the rock, so the next movement, the next ship that goes up there won't have to do such a big movement. Alright, so, release. Ha! Good. And there we go. Done. Oh, wait, no. Control from here. And disarm. Okay, so what we're going to do now with this guy is at this point we are going to add a maneuver. And we've got 815 Delta V left. Oh, wow. That is close.
Alien Army.
Karma the depressed. Thank you for the follow. Why are you so depressed, Mr. Karma? Why are you so depressed? Ooh, 805. Okay, we might have a bit of a problem. We might have a problem. We've got lots of monoprop, but we definitely might have a problem getting back. Right, so... Actually, no, there's no problem, really. What we could do... Yeah, it's not really a problem, actually. Right, so that's up there. To drop it, that's 827. However, if I add on this upper axis, add a maneuver here, and I close this down, look at that. Drop that to 60, and that's going to be 89 Delta V. So from 800 and something, that's 89. And then I'm already in the atmosphere, so the atmosphere will be slowing me down. Yeah, that could work. So let's do that. So what we're going to do is we are going to wait until this is around. And we are going to... Okay, so it's coming up there. I mean, lots of days are passing by. Not a problem because we are getting science all the time. And we are waiting for the... Ah! Put that down. $63.59. Perfect. Okay, remove that. And now we are going to, yeah, we'll be on the orbit retrograde. Let's head back to the planet. Still got 726 left. Ooh. 96. All right, and it's... we could probably start... I think when we hit 70, we'll start the burn. Right, and we can actually retract these. Hey, Sledgehammer. Alright, and on... Yeah. Alright, so hit the burn, try to slow us down. Now look what's happening. See how that's dropping? Oh, that's gone to 37. So it's dropped the periapsis to 37. That pretty much means that we are going to land. Yeah, 37 should be alright to land. So let's do this. And there we go. So that's going to blow up into the atmosphere. And this part is our landing craft. So now as we speed up, there we go. We are hitting the atmosphere. Our ablator is ablating. The ablator's ablating. All the ablations. But our speed's a little bit high. That's okay. Hopefully the ablator will take it. There's the other part. That should explode. And look at our periapsis is dropping, so... we are picking up, definitely ablating a lot. What else is heating up here? Oh, the actual... There you go, see that's heating up, so if I do a slight movement like that, see how that bright yellow lowers. And that lowers the temperature. So just by kind of giving a little bit of a movement, I can take the pressure off there so that the ablator is taking everything. There you go. And the ablator is using up a lot of ablator because it's headed at 24. Right. The ablator is no longer kind of under so much pressure. We're just keeping our eye on this. We're just keeping our eye on this to make sure that nothing is overheating. We are now 31 kilometers in the air. We've actually burnt off a hell of a lot of ablator. Wow, look at that. It's a sunrise. It's a sunrise landing. Right, we're 20 kilometers up and we're still going at this speed. Still burning ablator off. So we've used almost 400 ablator. That is a lot. Alright, there we go. We're finally slowing down. You're right. Now I can probably turn off SAS. Turn off SAS and let this thing go where it may. Right, we're still getting some speed, obviously. Still 10 kilometers above. As we get to the lower atmosphere, the air becomes thicker and that should slow it down some more. And there we go. We've got enough to deploy the parachutes. And let's see, is there any sounds we can get over here? Can I open this? I'm an ablator. I have to ablate. The ablations of the ablating is
Welcome to the
ablative.
alien army.
X-Ray V2. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Alright, so where are we landing? We're landing in grasslands. Oh, so we're not even close to the North Pole. What a pity. I thought we were going to land on the North Pole. Anyway, that's okay. Alright, so now we are just going for the landing. A nice soft landing. Just checking my science. But yeah, we definitely did a lot of ablations. The ablations were real. Definitely a lot of ablations. Alright, so alright, how high are we? 130 meters. Not seeing anything. Ablative shields matter. They do matter, Max Q. They do. Without ablative shielding, everything could go wrong. And you wouldn't even know it. Here are 10 reasons why ablative shieldings. You won't believe number 5. Seismic scan. Do that. Gravity scan. Do that. Material study. Do that. Yeah, might as well get some science. Because why not? Jebediah Kerman, you can get out. Get a surface sample. Get a EVA report. See, we've already got that, so bought. Alright, so let's recover. Alright, so that should have given us 800,000. We are still 248 days away. But there we go. We got 13 science, not a lot. Wow. Pretty far from the KC. All the tourists are happy. And let's look at this. Bring 2 tourists to visit an asteroid. The tourists had a great time. 447k. The tourists had a great time. 424k. So look at that. Oh, and then this was the other part. But look at that. 3.4 million Kobucks. The glorious leader has now filled his swimming pool with Kobucks, and he's happily swimming in his swimming pool. Filled with all the Kobucks. Now, what we're going to do quickly, because it's been like 78 days since the last one, let's go do the quick science trip. Collect all our science. So we're going to go to not the Moon station first. That will be the first. Take more Kobucks to fill the pool. All the Kobucks. All the Kobucks are filling the pool. Jeez. Only 67. Oh, it's getting a really low science. Oh, because I've only got 80 out of 750. Now, is there any other science we can move over? Mystery Good Study. Yeah, move over there. So is there any sounds? Oh, there you go. Let's see. Nope, nope. Please.
Welcome to the Alien Army.
And Feral Gamer YouTube, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Alright, so there is no other place. So we've actually got to get more sounds up here. So this can be more useful. You know, because it's only got like 80.7 sounds. Well, 80 data, so we need to get more data in there. I think we should do that by probably landing on the moon and bringing stuff up there to kind of work with that. Alright, so that sent that one. Now let's look at the Minmus one. Now how's Minmus Station doing? See how much sounds this guy's got. Has he been able to collect a lot? See, he's got 428. Look how much science he's getting a day. So transmit that science. And he's transmitting all the science. And then we're going to go to the Duna one. Oh, look, you can see kind of... There you go, there's the sun. That's looking good. Slow transmissions. Always slow. But yeah, so you guys are not, with the sound of the game, you're not hearing any more echo, are you? I think I sorted that problem out. I'm not using, I was looking at voice meter and stuff like that. I'm not using any of that stuff yet. You know, with the virtual cables and... Yeah, I mean, I could use that. I could set something like that up. It didn't seem like a major problem to set up. But it just adds more complexity when I really honestly don't need it. I'm not doing multi-track stuff and things like that, so... Right, so this is our Duna thing. The next trip, we are sending quite a few things to Duna. So, the Duna one is going to be special. Oh. Okay. 179. So we are going to transmit. Oh, look at that. That solar space station. See, it's actually made the communication a lot better and a lot quicker, because before it used to be like really low. It used to be in the red. Now it's going via that space station, and that's actually helping a ton. Still a long way, but it definitely is helping. Well, so all the data's been uploaded. Clean the experiments. Review data. Okay, so that one we can review. Look at that. See? And review. See, 629. Look at that. Okay. Okay, data is full. Alright, so we can't, so we can't do anything over there now. But I mean, as you can see, it's... That's getting a lot of data. So that's what we've got to do. I wonder if I can do that. Can I review data on the other? Was there a review data option? I'm not sure if there was. Let's just have a look at that moon one. Where was it? Alright, so let's have a look. Where is this moon guy? Moon guy. Was there anything on data to review on this? I think we did all of the data reviewing. I don't think there is anything to review. No, you see nothing to review. We've got to get more research up to the station, otherwise it's being a little bit more useless. Okay, so let's head back to the Space Center. We've transmitted all the signs. We've got to wait like 263 days for the next one. But we could be getting more Quebecs. I mean, look at that. It's sunrise time. So, let's have a look at what Mission Control has for us. Grand Tour. Complete the Moonfall Rally. $735. Director, we needed to fly by the moon, Duna, Minmus and Eve using a single vessel. Morning, Assam. We need to do a flyby of the moon, Duna, Minmus and Eve using a single vessel. Please note that this must be a new vessel built for Sean Connery. That's an interesting contract, actually. That's a very interesting contract. So how would we do that? Alright, the moon, Minmus. That's dead easy. That is dead easy. How... I know. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm actually going to take this contract because this is an interesting one. It's also worth a lot of cash. So we're going to take this contract. What I'm going to do is I'll do the fly by the moon and Minmus, but it doesn't say, you can actually get yourself into orbit. Then, after that, I will push myself towards the... towards Duna when the Duna window comes up, and I'll put myself in Duna and I'll refill my fuel on Duna and then go to Eve from Duna and then come back. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I can refill, so I can build a filling station on Ike, and Ike will be able to land, get the fuel, come back up, fill the ship, and send it back. I think that's what we're going to do. Now, any more tourists? Let's actually have a look. Well, the bases and stations. Scout Minmus for suitable. Send a crew to Kerbin Station. Asteroid recovery. Bring a newly discovered Class A asteroid into orbit around Kerbin. Yeah, let's do this one. I remember why I like the game now. Oh, you mean this game? Well, this is using a whole lot of extra contract packs, which kind of make it, which make it a little bit different. Now, 7 days. Are you playing 7 days now? Right, so yeah, I think maybe I can do this one. This shouldn't be too difficult. Catching another asteroid. Yeah, so I think let's do that. Alright, so let's actually have a look at Class A asteroids. So we've got the object tracker. So we're looking over here. Let's remove all these. And we go into the unknown. What's this? Class B, Class C, Class C, Class C, Class D, C. Now, where's it saying the newly discovered one? Alright, so, okay, so let's see. Now, the problem is once you track something, it doesn't tell you what it is. And that's a bit annoying, to be honest. It's once you start tracking something, you can't see what class it is anymore. See, I can't see what class that is. You know, because I said track that one. That says size class D. But again, with the unknown ones, I can't see. So if I untrack it... Oh, good. I could stop tracking it. Okay, so that would be the way to do it. Class D. So we're looking for a Class A asteroid. Okay, the glorious hemorrhoid is obviously staying. Alright, so let's see. Class A. Class C, C, B. I'm not seeing any Class A's. Now, either I'm just not reading this right. Have a previously undisturbed Class A asteroid in tow. Alright, so we've... No. Okay, so we've got to find a Class A. Undisturbed Class A. So I'm not seeing any at the moment. No Class A's. It's Class B. I suppose we could get that Class B. If I track that Class B. Ooh, that's actually coming really close. That's in 20 days' time. Okay. So we are going to, I think we'll add that. Let's add a new alarm. And 20 days' time. Okay, so when that hits there, that will be a Class B. Now, why am I doing a Class B? When we are building one of our main missions of this is we've got to build a space casino. Right, that's kind of like our end game of this. And where is that? Build a space casino. And part of the space casino is it needs to have 4 asteroids. So if we bring the smaller asteroids into orbit, then they're much easier to move. And you know, we can build the thing with 4 asteroids there. So that's so let's go grab that small asteroid. Now let's have a look. I mean, our roid catcher will work. Now, is there anything else over here? Yeah, I'm not seeing any more Class A's. I'm not seeing any Class A's, in fact. So we have to wait until we can find a Class A. And we are just letting this thing go. Right, and there we go. Now, I don't know where this thing is going to meet up with it. So, let's have a look. Oh no, I didn't want to jump to the ship. No jumpy to ship. Right, so let's have a look. Let's just do it, get it in there. Right. Alright, so how is this one? This is Class E. Now, come on, I want to double click on there. There we go. Alright, so there it is. Alright, so we have to go. So this is coming by, not in the easterly direction, it's coming by in the westerly direction. And so we have to get up there to go capture it. Alright, let's see if there are any tourists that want to go via an asteroid again. And we can go capture this one as well. We're doing lots of asteroid capturing. But it's a small asteroid, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, so go to the Space Center. And now what we're going to do is I'm just going to look to see if there's any tourists. Because, you know, we might as well take the tourists to capture the asteroid. Earn money for it as well. Alright, Tourism Plus. Bring 3 tourists to visit an asteroid. Alright, so 3, that would be 6. Four, 7. Okay, that's... Alright, so we're going to take these 2 guys. So that's going to give us 1.2 million plus the contract to collect this asteroid. All right, so let's actually launch this. Now, the thing with this is, it looks like it's coming pretty close to an equatorial orbit. All right, it's coming. Well, it's a little bit down, but it's not really too much of an issue. But it looks like it's coming. We just need to go in a westerly direction. So we got to launch the opposite way. It's not northerly, it's westerly. We should be fine. I think we could just go for this. Okay, so yeah, so we'll launch it now, and then we will go the opposite way. Now the ship that our asteroid catcher is actually working very well, so I don't see any reason that we actually need to, that we need to change this. It's got plenty of delta V. It's working just fine. I honestly don't see any real need to change this. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get. Oh wait, there is something I can do. There was something I wanted to do. And that's to put that there. Now, why are we going to put this there? Right, so to the over there. This would be to root part. This would be to root part. Oh, jeez, that was a bit of a sneeze. All right, so we just changed that a little bit. Now, why did I add this part? Because it has got the whole node. You're able to actually click on a maneuver node and have it stick to the maneuver node. So that's kind of important. All right, so let's get our pilot. We're not going to use Jeb. We're going to use, let's say, Lillian Kerwin. All right, then we're going to add our tourists. Got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Right. Bring 3 tourists. Graven, Kerman, Matman, and Furman. Graven, Matman, and Furman. Alright, so that's the first. Bring 3 tourists. A Ladolt. So a Ladolt, Man, and Hudberry. Who the hell is Greg Buskerman? Who is Greg Buskerman? And what is Greg Bus doing? So, three tourists. Madman Furman, Adbury Man Loadout, Border Space Casino. Grand Tour. Oh! Greg Bus is the guy going on the Grand Tour of Jewel. Okay, that's what Greg Bus is. He's the guy going on the Grand Tour. So, we don't need to take him anyway. I found the MK1 command pod. Worst capacity to master. You know what? It holds 3 Kerbals. I'm playing stock, so there's not a lot of other options. Alright, so just make sure that everything over here is right. Okay, everything looks up. Yeah, but it's got the reaction wheels as well and stuff like that. Alright, so we are ready to go. So save and launch. Now, this is the thing. We're going to have to take this guy and instead of going east, we're going to have to go west. And that is probably opposite for you. And yes, it's a bit of a nighttime launch. Oh, gravity scan. Might as well get that there. Done. Okay, get rid of that. And T full. Alright, so normally we would go up and we would, this wheel would go that way. Now we're going to do it the other way. We're going against the rotation of Kerbin. Again, that's going to use up more power. That's why this thing has got, it's overloaded with power. I mean, it's a expensive craft. Alright, so Alindian, and look at that. You see that thing there? That is a great one. That is an awesome one. Right, and 3, 2, 1, launch. Right, so we're heading up to we're heading up to 70. Now we are going to turn this. And we are just going to do the usual type thing. Yeah, I mean, you probably could do that. But again, to me, it just makes it easier. Alright, so we're going against the spinning of Kerbin. Now this actually takes a lot more delta V to go up the sort of a retrograde orbit than the prograde orbit, because the moving of the spinning actually helps. So we are already 25 kilometers up. Look at that, we're already at 100. And we're going to take this up to 200. We are going to take this up to 200. And I mean, it should be the same, the same amount of... not delta V, the same speed for orbit. Yeah, Sam. What I did was the sound was originally coming out of the HDMI, coming out of the HDMI cable, and so it was listening on the HDMI, and then it was going through. But what I did, actually, I could do it a different way as well. I'd set the sound, I converted the sound on the when it's coming through to a wave out. So it's not, it doesn't actually listen to the actual HDMI channel. Alright, so let's add a maneuver. We're going to set that as a target. Oh, cool, 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 cool. So, look at that, that's perfect. I can add the maneuver right there. A little bit low, but that's on that point. Great. Okay, circularize. Now, we could actually do this in one shot. Because that's on the descending node, I could, in theory, do it like that. And that will, I believe, be very close. I believe that will be very close to it. Right, now see, now I can click on that. And the rocket will automatically move to that. Now this is going to cost me 853 to circularize. But it's going to do that to whole plane change as well, which is great. So let's extend these solars. Yeah, so that looks good. Hopefully that's alright. It looks, I mean, it looks okay. Yeah, hopefully we got the right plane. And that's kind of the important thing. Alright, so in 19 seconds, we are doing the burn. Right, there we go. 28. Getting this ready. And 19. Now I love this thing because it holds that maneuver node, which is great. Right, and this should put us into orbit. And it should actually, and it's changing the plane as well, which is absolutely perfect. Giving us a lot of fuel. Alright, there we go. Alright, done. Okay, so now we are going to, that looks alright. So now we want to try meet up with that. So let's see if we can add a maneuver and push ourselves. Alright, so let's see. I'll say if I meet up over there, it's going to cost me 818. Now I could kind of meet over there. And how much is that going to cost us? It's not worth it. You know what? I'm going to... And again, you see, we can actually... Whoops. We can actually do it there because it's because of the same plane thing, which is great. Yeah, I mean, Imperium is a great game and all, but it's, you know, I'm really on. I really want like a completely different universe. We kind of need more people to PvP so we can actually, there is actually some. Yeah, I mean, regardless of what happened last night, the PvP was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so look at that. That is going on there. So we are going to just wait a couple of orbits. Ooh. There we go. And let's have a look at that. So what is that? That is relative speed 550. Now if I move this down there like that, just a little bit. Separation 325, 36. Yeah, and the one thing that I absolutely hated about last night was I got into your ship and then all you had to do is move and it threw me outside. You know, there was no localized physics grid kind of kills it. Right, so if I go over there, that's within 25 kilometers. Now it's not great. However, what I'm going to do is when I get to over here, I'll make an adjustment to try, you know, a much finer adjustment to try get that getting closer. And the reason I'm doing it there, so when I get to there, I can put on the brakes. So I've got a little bit of time. All right, so this is in 3 days' time. And it's 803 Delta V to get there. This is in 3 days' time now. Yeah, but the point is all you had to do is move the ship and it would have been adrift again. And that's kind of the problem. That's what I love about Imperium and Star Citizen. It's those localized physics grids makes it all different. You know, boarding ships is actually a thing you can do. Alright, so there we go. Okay, so we're going to wait for 3 days' time. I'm going to add an alarm. And let's... And you know what? Let's switch to yeah. Oh, let's switch to yeah. Switch to this guy. And what we're going to do, and the reason we switched to that one is because it's in a higher orbit. We can actually, you know, we can speed it up. So you see how everything's going a different way. Look at that. There you go. I'm going to jump to that ship now. And we are going to... Now, remember, this is hard mode. There is no reverts. I've got to get this right first time. Alright, so move this onto that. And it's an 18-second burn. Yeah, delete alarm. Oh! God damn, click through. Click through. I hate you. I hate menus that are click through. It is so... Right, luckily I've still got time. It's definitely one of the things that is absolutely wrong. And actually, that was a perfect time to hit that. No! Click through, bastards. Okay, so 18 seconds. And go. Alright, so look at that expanding. Now the other thing is, there we go. That's what was missing. So it's pushing that way out. Alright, so look how that's is expanding out towards that. Now this is keeping the maneuver, so I don't have to worry about direction wise of anything, which is good. And done. Okay, sorted. Alright, now, yeah, we knew this was going to happen, something like this, because of, you know, the very finicky thing of it. Alright, so what we're going to do is over here, I'm going to add a maneuver, 55 minutes. And now we're going to adjust it. So let's click on there. And now we can adjust. We can say, slow it down a bit. Okay, 13, and now we can do just mess around with this a little bit, just to kind of see if we can get this a little bit more, you know, a little bit more on the nose. There we go. Okay, and maybe now a little bit more. Put the highest sensitivity on, or lower sensitivity, whatever the case might be. There we go. Look at that. So a tiny little 0.9 adjustment, and that will get us within 2.3 kilometers, which is fine. 2.3 kilometers is plenty. There is 552 delta V that we're going to have to burn in order to get us onto that asteroid thing. So this is actually a much harder asteroid to catch. Definitely a harder asteroid. The other one came like a nice... The other one came and it dropped down and then came up. This is doing a very wide arc. I mean, it's basically by the moon. Alright, so... 53 minutes. So I'm just going to, just to play it safe, I'm going to add an alarm. Look at that stupid thing. And we're going to just fast forward this. Right, and then we are going to use, because it's 0.09, we're actually going to use our RCS. We're just going to do slight adjustments to it. I can delete this alarm. And get some... Right, there you go. About 10 seconds away. Right, so now I'm going to turn RCS on. And with RCS, I am going to burn that. Right, and let's have a look. Separation. Now, if I turn RCS and do it. There we go. Look at that. 1.9 separation. Okay, so they're going to be within 1.9. They're still going to have a relative speed of 552. So I'm going to have to do like a seriously big burn. What, another Imperium patch? Don't think so. No, it was 7 days to die patch. No, that Imperium was 11:24 last night. Really? Interesting. Yeah, there's the fiber. There was a big, the big Alpha 16 that everybody's been waiting for. Oh, was that the Meteor one? I didn't need to adjust the server, did I? Right, so we're just moving this guy. So look at this. Alright, so you see this is in the lower track. Wow. Oh, look at this. See, my orbit speed is slowing way down because I'm way at the top here. So I actually have to pick up speed to catch up with this thing. Ooh, look at that. See, it looks, oh, they're never going to catch up, but that definitely is going to catch up. So what I need to do, let's do this to target. We're going to move this over here. Be 551 to the target. That's pretty scary. Okay. Oh, they should match. It looks like it's not going to match. But they should eventually meet up. So look at that. Look at this. Look how this thing is just totally shooting by. $800. $600. $300. Wow. $90. Okay. So, I think at about 10 kilometers, I'm going to start doing that. I mean, it's going to be within 1.9 kilometers, but I think within 10 kilometers should be good. Alright, so within 10 kilometers. Alright, so let's try drop this speed down. And it's on full power. And I'm trying to push it towards that. $95. 20 meters per second. Look at that. Nice. Nice. We've actually got a good intercept. We've changed our whole... See, we've changed our whole orbit to be kind of match that. We're 1.7 kilometers away. We're heading towards it. So nice. That was actually a really good catch. That was a really good catch. And we're still heading towards this thing. So Sandra, with that hotfix, it didn't require any server stuff, or did it? Because I didn't see that patch at all. I didn't see any messages. Right, so let's drop this down to 10. And we are getting nice and close to it. Alright. And it is... Yeah, well, you had well, in Imperium you had a GBC, not a GDC. Goddamn ball cube. And Kraken Doodle.
Alien Army.
Thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Alright, so we're getting nice and close to this asteroid. And what should we call this? If the other one is the Glorious Hemorrhoid. Client side only, okay. So what was the hotfix, Hassan? Major exploit with infinite money withdrawal from the ATM. Ah, crap. Why didn't I know that one? How rude. They can't fix these things before I've got a chance to use them. Hello, Azalus. Alright, so, here we go. I am...
Welcome to the
And
Alien
Katharina 3, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Right, so I am trying to slow this down. I'm catching a small asteroid now. We are within 100 meters of it. And there we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is arm this. Control from here. I'm going to right click on this. I am going to toggle the center of mass. And let's see. We are going to... Oops. Let's actually do the target. There you go. Actually, we're going to aim this right at the target. And I'm also going to show the camera. Definitely control from there. I've got that. And aim camera there. Okay. So now we are heading directly at it. We've targeted the center of mass. So center of mass is targeted. So we should be hitting this thing right in the center. And let's see now. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna do that 7 days to die server. So we're gonna do straight after the stream. I'm going to get that 7 days to die server up and running, completely fresh server. So if you want to join us on a completely fresh server of 7 days to die random gen map, exclamation point games in chat, and that will give you all the server details. But I'll be refreshing it at the end of the stream. So we might actually end the stream a little bit early so I can get that ready for tonight. And we can start a completely new 7 days to die game. Alright, and there we go. We are just heading towards it. Now, this is a small asteroid. So it's, this is class A. No, this is Class B. Holy shit, Class A must be even smaller. Now, we don't need to actually... We didn't need to capture this. This is the one that we are sending tourists to. Never's game. No, Hazam, we are going to do a completely random gen map. And obviously PvP is going to be enabled, including friendly fire. Because, I mean, yeah. What a better way to say hello than to shoot your friends in a state of panic. So yeah. So completely fresh. Really? Come on. Why won't you clip? It is armed. Ah, got him. There we go.
To the alien army.
And Misha8787, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Alien Army. Skip that. Yeah, stand on this. Yeah, so I might, you know, I might shoot people in the head by mistake. A lot. And then again, just to make sure that it wasn't a mistake. Right, so look at this trick. Auto strut to the heaviest part. So that would be this. Now this weighs 14 tons. Now when, yeah. Because, oh, so, nah, we're not going to use that. All right, so we've got this up there. So we have now caught the asteroid. The clock is ticking down on our guys. However, over here, what we're going to do is we are going to add a maneuver, and we want to bring this asteroid into orbit. Now, because this is such a small asteroid, look at that. It's 1,900. We've got a lot of delta V left on this. However, let's see. Can we? That's 257 to bring it into orbit. Oh, damn it! Sneeze. Sneeze is real. All right. So we are going to. Let's see. Can we move this around? You can sort of. Yeah, you can sort of build stuff. Now we could do this. Look at this. See, that would... Actually, that gives me an idea. That gives me an idea. What if I use the moon to change the trajectory of this asteroid? Let's try that. So we've got the asteroid there. Now, if I slow it down, oh, right there. There we go. So, let us target. So what's that? That is perhaps no. Huh. What is going on there? Maybe it's a... Oh, I think it's like... Yeah, it will flip around and change back over there. No. So, not that one. So, maybe, let's see the moon. Alright, so if I bring this... Oh, wait, no, we get that one. Right, so that's 168. There we go. Okay, so now look at this. If I can so now if I do this, now what I'm doing, I'm seeing if I can actually use the moon to help my orbit. Okay, so let's see. Focus. So that is, well, no, crashing into the moon is not going to help. So that will... Okay, so what that's going to do... That's going to do a 344 burn. It's going to use the moon. It's going to send us... See, I can't actually see the direction that if it's not changing our direction. But that's going to send us way up there, which is good because then out there we can change directions of things. So let's do that. Although if I... Okay, that will get us on the same plane. Look at that. Right, so that would do kind of... You see, that would do the whole plane change for us for free. That will do the plane change for free. That will get us into orbit with the moon. It's kind of... And we're only getting like 17 kilometers we skim the moon. 17 kilometers. So this is kind of like playing a game of snooker or pool or something like that. So let's do that. Alright, so I reckon that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now once we get that going, then we can look at the upper axis up there, which is higher than this upper axis, is twice the height. We can look at flipping the whole orbit, which will then give us, you know, kind of the easily thing, which means that if all the asteroids we can get them in the same, go in the same direction, it will help. Okay, so let's do that. So, turn off the RCS. Now look how nicely that turns. Isn't that good? Right, and it's a 7.5, 8 seconds before we've got to do this. So let's add the alarm and let's fast forward. See, this is playing with orbits. Playing with orbits is fun. Alright, now it's got target over there, so that's kind of why this doesn't look right. If I do it orbit, you see it's kind of close. Okay, so eight seconds before. Speed this up. And this is kind of, you know, what I like about precise node and things like that is you can really... Ah, look at that. That is nice and stable because of that strut thing. Control. Alright, so let's have a look at what this has done. So let's remove this. Okay. So that's coming at 17 kilometers. Hey, that's awesome. Okay. Still going the opposite way. Although, what if I do it like this? Let me add a maneuver here. Can I do it like this? No, speed it up a bit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That could work. Let's try that. It's only 23 delta V extra. And I mean, it is kind of high, so it should be alright. Oh, oh, what am I doing? I want to bring this down. There we go. 8. Maybe a little bit out. And make it about 20. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. And how close is that? 20. Okay. Okay, so there we go. In 1 hour 56, it's got a 23 burn. Alright. Just getting this nice and close. Oh, actually, on 7 days, have they changed the UI at all? Or will their previous UI work? I don't know. I'm going to have a look. Yeah, there's a lot of things I just want to test. Alright, so, but there's nothing new in the UI, so if I take the one, hopefully that other one will work. I'll have to try it out. Yeah, I think once we get this asteroid into orbit, I might actually just have a little bit of a work on that. Okay, so here we go. We wait till we get this at about 10 seconds before, and then I'll start doing a small adjustment. I see it's... I think if it's doing what I think it's doing, it should be flipping it around. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, no, it didn't flip it around. Let's have a focus on here. How close is that? 21. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So let's have a look and see what's happening. Now, our guys could probably leave now. We've made 1.2 million. I see here this going the opposite way to the moon. Look at this. Actually, I wonder. If I had a maneuver, if I no, I'm just gonna do it the other way. Right, so hey, look at that. Look at that. Oh, our rocket with the asteroid is skimming by the moon. Oh, gravity scan. Ah, shit, I can't. Actually, maybe I can. Oh, no, I can't. Maybe I can. Let's see. Hey, Ethogen. So let's actually align EVA. Now you're not in orbit, so you're gonna have to behave yourself. Put your lights on. Accelerometer, other gravity. Take data. There we go. Right, and board. Gravity scan. No. Oh, I can't get the gravity scan. Ah, okay. So we call this the lollipop craft. Alright, so it's working out pretty well. Yeah, there is nothing else to get there. Right, so where's the moon? Did we lose the... Oh, there it is. Oh, I didn't even see the moon because we're on the dark side of the moon. And that's the moon at the back. Right, so bye-bye moon. Oh boy. Alright, so now we are going out there. So what we've got to do over here is in 7 days time we are going to, everything is 0, we are going to do this. So look how much delta V it's using to do this. It's going to be about 400 to flip it right over. That's not bad to totally change the direction of your orbit. $313. Okay, the other thing we can do is that periapsis we're going to lower. No, have to. That's 856. Four, 2. $100. All right, so it's going to cost us $211 delta V from up there to swap the whole orbit, to change from going retrograde orbit to prograde orbit, and to drop us down to 100 periapsis. 212 delta V. That is all it's costing. Once we get there, then we will lower our orbit and we won't encounter this moon thing. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So we're going to add the maneuver. And that's why you do these sort of changes. You want to do as far out as possible because it's the cheapest way to do it. So yes, you might have to, burn to get there. And that's kind of why I use the going by the moon, to fling us further out. Okay, so in 7 days time. So look at that. We go and you see it's all right, so we are coming up to that point. Now we're going to stay in this view. Because this view, you'll see exactly what's happening to the orbit. Right, so... Alright, so at... let's call it 5 seconds. We've got a... we are on target. Alright, there we go. 9, 8, 7, 5. Okay. So look what's happening. The target is going down. Now it is changing. See how it's flipping over. And it is a little bit. Or shift. That. Okay, done. So now let's look at this. What is this periapsis on? 102. Ha! Okay, so now we are going that way. So we've absolutely changed the direction. Hey, Crimson Oblivion. So now we are going the same way as all the other craft, which is great. Trying to play Pokemon Go. You lost me at Pokemon. Yeah, you lost me at Pokemon. $8.96 to orbit. So for $8.96, we will get ourselves into that orbit. Oh, and it's a perfect orbit too. Hey, try to get outside. Did you shake it? I mean, let's think about Pokemon. What is Pokemon? Pokemon is a game where they teach children to go outside, catch creatures, stuff them into a small little confined egg, and then throw the egg at other creatures' eggs and force them to fight. How is that teaching your kids to, good morals and that? Catch little creatures that are gentle, they don't want to hurt anybody, they happily live in their lives, stuff them in an egg that makes them really angry, that when you release them, it forces them to fight. It's like Rome all over. Gladiator training. Fight and kill for the amusement of others. It's the gladiators all over again. And that's it. And they make it an addiction. You have to catch them all. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It is a terrible, terrible thing. The poor pokey people. The pokey people are not a happy race. I mean, they could have, at least a genie in a bottle has, inside the bottles is a nice lounge and pokey people. Yeah, pokey people. Pokey people have feelings too. I will, Sumter. I will, I'll put it in the Discord. As soon as I get it up and running, I will let people know. And it's magical, Crimson. It's magical. Alright, Sue. Alright, so at 16 seconds, look at that, we're within 100 kilometers of the planet. That's just awesome. So this is a Class B asteroid. The Class A asteroid is going to be even easier to do. Alright, so 16 seconds. Okay, there you go, 25. Alright, so everything's sorted out. We've got that up there. 16 seconds, go. space tourists are getting, they are seeing the glorious leaders' command of spaceships in action. They are in a state of shock. They cannot believe the glorious leader has so much expertise. They once doubted the glorious leader. They no longer doubt the glorious leader. So look at that. We are now in an orbit of 103, 102. So we captured the asteroid and we put it in a prograde orbit. That's, you know, that easterly orbit, at 100 kilometers high. Oops. At 100 kilometers high. That is like, and you see there's Kerbin Station. There it is. Alright, so we are going to rename this asteroid. We are going to name it. Rename it Glorious Glory. The hemorrhoid is so far out. It's a big thing to pass. The Glorious Glory, however, is glorious. Ooh, gravity scan. Alright, so let's close these. Alright, so let's let us guys get home. They got 415 Delta V. So we are going to release. First of all, let's turn off the auto strut because we don't want the Kraken to break the Kraken claw. We are going to release. Move away from this. Move away from the asteroid. The Android emulator for PC. Oh, there's quite a few. I mean, really, Android is kind of just a layer on top of Linux. You know, that uses like Java type things. Fervo 1994. Good morning. Actually, with the Android kit, you do get the x86 version of a test machine.
I've got balls of steel.
Damn straight I do, Chief Online. Damn straight. You see, I captured the asteroid and I brought it into orbit. So, Chief Online, you, I know you like the Hellion. And I was going to play Hellion tonight. However, 7 Days to Die just dropped. The 7 Days to Die, the Alpha 16 just dropped. So, alright, so let's, I'm going to, straight after the stream, I am going to get the server set up. And tonight, we're actually going to play a brand fresh thing of the Alpha 16 of 7 Days to Die. The mission was to bring the asteroids to, to an asteroid. So what we did is we captured a Class B asteroid, and we brought it into low Kerbin orbit. Now, the reason we're doing that is we need to have at least 4 asteroids in orbit because we need to tie them together for our casino. How am I going to tie the asteroids together? I'm just trying to think, because I can't use the Kraken Claw for everything. Could I use the Kraken Claw? Don't know. For casino, yeah, a space casino. So I built a space casino. And the Space Casino needs 4 asteroids attached to it. Yeah, claws don't like to be. They don't like to be multiple claws. It's an issue. However, if I do a claw on each asteroid and then a docking port, and I dock it onto the main station. Grab a cable and move to the other side of Gilly. Yeah, so I need to figure this out, but I mean that's kind of, you know, while when we see an asteroid to grab, we grab it. But the main mission was to bring the tourists to an asteroid for 15 minutes. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we've got 571 Delta V left. So it is time to go back to Kerbin. So we're just going to burn. Okay, there we go. So we are heading back to Kerbin. We can retract these. I can disarm this. Retract these. What do you mean they're going to laugh at me? Nobody laughs at the glorious leader. What is this? What is this you're saying? The glorious leader is unlaughable. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so the glorious leader does laugh. The glorious leader is not Sideshow Bob, in case you're wondering. I've just got an issue with rakes. Oh, well, you guys haven't heard. You guys haven't heard my thing when a troll comes into my channel. You want to hear what happens? No, we will save that for when we actually get a troll. I've got a whole special thing for a troll. You know, Gray, how can you be? I'm in disguise. It's all about being in disguise. Alright, so we are... That thing is going to burn up. The old human skin trick.
It's a trap!
That's right! It's a trap! It's old school. Ah! Oh, that was that one. Alright, so we made it through. Actually, is there anything we can get over here? No. Do you have Kerbal? Oh, the Kerbal operating system? No, I don't. UDE wear pigeon suit. Nobody expects foul. That is bad. That is bad. That is just shocking. Shockingly bad. You should be embarrassed. You should be absolutely embarrassed. Right, so look at this. This is going nicely. There are parachutes. Yes, yeah, I know KOS. It's kind of like so you see, MechJib is kind of like an easy version of KOS, if that makes any sense. KOS is really good. It's like KOS is interesting, but I can understand it from if you really want to do kind of a nice technical thing where you kind of have everything remote controlled, hands off, on stuff. But I like to actually fly the rockets. I like to do the stuff that way. That's kind of my thing. I like KOS, but I've never used it because it's just not something that appeals to me. And of course, especially not in hard mode Kareer. Let's open this up. But yeah, I did when it came out. I did have a look at it. I said, "Oh, that is absolutely great." But again, not something that I want to use. I mean, that's the thing with Kerbal and all the mods. There are so many mods available and stuff like that. It is just so cool. See, I might as well get this stuff. It's so you can EVA. Yeah, might as well take another surface sample. Not that's going to do any difference. And climb back in. And let's recover. Alright, so we just made 1.2 million. Because each of those tourist contracts were worth over 600,000. That's not bad. That is not bad. Alright, we got 17 science, which is crappy. But I mean, it wasn't a science mission. Yeah, again, we landed on the other side of the planet. Alright, so let's have a look at this. Right, so bring 3 tourists to visit an asteroid. Completion 616,000. Nice. What if I told you there's an exploit to get easy money in KSP? Alt F12, all the money. But again, it's not one of those things that, you want to do. Alright, so there we go, 616,000 and 593,000. Alright, and these are the parts that, the things. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's good. So property, you can get lucky with property. So let's see. Now look at this. These are those side boosters, and you see how they've caught. And there we go. See, so we made a lot of that money back. So we've actually got 4.6 million, 666,000 Kerbucks. We have got the devil's money. This is a sign that the glorious leader is in fact part devil. True story. So what do we need to upgrade? That's fully upgraded. 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 That's not upgraded at all. That is a joke. That hasn't been upgraded at all. That one do we need to upgrade the... You know what? Maybe let's upgrade this. Let's upgrade this. A same alien. Alright, so there we go. We've got that fully upgraded now. And we still got the devil's money. We're down to 2.9. So, and I think that's kind of the missions we've got. Now, we've done quite a few. There's quite a few more to do. See there. Tourist to the asteroid, 433, 774. So, there's a lot of money taking tourists to asteroids. It's always a good thing to do. It's always a good thing to do. And considering we've got to capture a Class A asteroid, I might as well take these to do that. I mean, it's absolutely giving me the money, and one of the missions is to capture a Class A asteroid. There. Bring a newly discovered Class A asteroid into orbit around Kerbin. So let's see if we can find that one, and we can mark it. Ooh, who's this guy? So we weren't able to find a Class A earlier. Ah, well, we'll be able to find a Class A. C, 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 D, double C, not a double D. C. Alright, so we've got a whole lot of Spanish asteroids. We haven't got any Class A asteroids. No. We've actually got 2 asteroids in orbit at the moment. We've got this guy, the Glorious Hemorrhoid. And then if we get closer, we've got... See, it's still marked as asteroid. Why did this not change the name? Oh, it tells you what it is. Info. We'll call this the Glorious Glory. That's what the name we get for it. So look at this guy, 14.66 tons. This guy, 69 tons. It doesn't tell you what classification it is. See, no classification on there, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, all about Spaceballs. In fact, our casino that we're going to have to make that contains 4 asteroids is going to be called the Balls of Steel Casino. Okay, so that's up there. Now this one has still got a lot of work to do because we've got to try get this guy into the stable orbit. But I think what we're going to do with this guy is we are going to mine it and move it around that way. All right. And actually, a really easy way to do money is to take those tourists, fly them up, connect them to this for 15 minutes and then take them down. It's classified as the asteroid. So that would be a really, really easy way to make money. I can literally use a cheap craft, just fly them up, connect to that asteroid, and disconnect. Probably the craft will be not even 100,000. So that would be a really cheap way to do it. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream a little bit early today because I want to get that 7 days to die server working. So tonight, in about 2 hours time, we got an actual 7 days to die working. And I just had a disconnect from my chat. That was weird. Very interesting. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Let me have a look. What happened? What happened? Oh. Interesting. It looks like I just lost the connection for a second. So, let me see who else is streaming at the moment. Now, do we want to continue on the Kerbal theme? We've got a crazy dingo that is currently streaming Kerbal as well. So I think what we're going to do, Supreme Leader has to stay and entertain. No, no, he does not. He honestly does not. He has to play with this guy, the cool cat. That's what Supreme Leader has to do. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to head over to... There we go. Let's go to Mr. Crazy Dingo. And yes, he's heard the joke that the dingo ate his Kerbal many times. So, we need to go over there to the Crazy Dingo and we need to tell him, did the dingo eat his Kerbal? So we're going to head over there and did the dingo eat his Kerbal? That's what we got to ask him. So until next time, see ya.
Oh, Intaling shows up with another host.